Okay, it's part 3 of the end of April tour. And this is what I call the U2 bed, because I have a bed under another U, and that's called the U bed. So this is U2. So I have a lot of plants in here. I've got Martagon lilies. They're coming up. As you can see, there's one right there. I have this Carex ice dance. This is a great Carex, and it divides terrific. I need to cut more. I'm going to take a lot of it out of here to give to people. And I've got little minor bulbs coming up. And as I mentioned before, I have names on things, especially daylilies, because I am a display garden for daylilies. So people come from the daylily organization, and they can actually come and see the garden, and I have to have everything named and labeled. It has to have the, oh, look at this Hanamocola, all gold. It's just a beautiful specimen with a tiny something in it. I think it's a corydalus, actually. Look at how shiny those leaves are. That's sugar and spice. There's some more Martagon lilies. And I think this is Invincible, but I'm not sure. Yes, Invincible. It's shiny too. I go for the shiny ones. I love the shiny hostas. I've got garlic chives in here, and I've got allium in here. And there's more Martagon lilies, and that's a deutzia. Nope. Yeah, that's the deutzia. There's a spirea to its right, but that's a deutzia. And there's Fire Island in that container. I'm thinking about putting it somewhere where it's sunny. I better make up my mind, because it's sitting in the sun. If I don't want it in the sun, it should be moved now. So I have a little bed here. This bed is all full of miniature daylilies and small daylilies. Most of the flowers are under 4 inches. So, oh, look at that primrose. That was a hand-me-down, a pass-along plant from my aunt many years ago. And these are calicarpers that aren't even leafed out yet. It's still early. Yeah, so I'm going to make this little area more miniature daylilies. But that means I have to transplant some. I wanted to show you this log. Oh, here's a great pulmonaria too. Oops, there I am again. Look at that pulmonaria. Raspberry splash. I'm going to switch sides now. But look at this log. Look at this log. It's so beautiful. Last year I placed a bunch of logs in the garden, ones that have lichen on them, to kind of use as garden art. Here's an epimedium, pink champagne, and it's not blooming yet, but I love the coloring on the leaves. Really neat. So this garden is full of hostas and there's Ligularia, hostas, hellebores, pulmonaria, and other plants. There's some interesting plants that I would have to show you later that I got from a nursery that's closed now that had very unusual things. Just going to show you this area is full of more daylilies, and lilium. But this long area, this long bed here, is called the hedgerow. It used to be called the viburnum garden because it was all viburnum. But the viburnum disappeared after getting too much saltwater flooding. So now there's only one viburnum, I think, in there. There's a beautiful Japanese maple called Lionheart. That house we call the office house. It's next to our house. Our house is over there through the trees. And that one's next to our house. And we don't live in it. My husband uses it for his office. It was the house that my parents originally bought. When they bought the property, they bought this house and they bought an extra building lot. And my husband, they let us build on the lot before we purchased it. Sorry about all the furniture out there, but we haven't unwrapped it yet. So we'll just look at this. So my husband built the house on the lot before we owned it. And he built it by himself. We had no money. So he just, whatever money we had went into, building that house. And then we sold the house that we had bought for $35,000 when I was a very young woman in my 20s. And that's all I wanted was a house. And I was working practically part-time and I was able to buy a house. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I bought my little house and my husband took it apart from top to bottom and redid the whole thing, including making a custom kitchen that all the cabinets were cherry wood and they were made from scratch. Everything, all parts of them were real wood, and a butcher block counter, and it was just beautiful. There's Northport Harbor. So as soon as we finished this house, or almost finished our house, we sold the other house, and all of the profit went right to my parents. We had nothing in the bank, but we were okay. We had a house with no doors. So who could ask for more? So this is a peony bed, and I'm going to stop here because it's getting very long. Okay, end of part 3. See you at the next one.